Well, our still fragmented labour movement has had two wake-up calls in recent times, and they've not adequately responded. No one has. The first one, of course, is the ongoing job losses, primarily because of the so-called Fourth Industrial Revolution. But the second one, of course, was the highlighting of the extraordinary amount of potential economic power that unions actually have through their provident and their pension funds and that sort of thing. And of course, maybe it's too much to hope that unions will confront these issues and adapt accordingly. But if they don't, well, I think they'll continue to prop up the very system they claim to so ardently oppose. The system that has given us more and more job losses and a quite grotesque widening in the wage and welfare gap. You know, it really is the antithesis of the old Reconstruction and Development Program. Remember the RDP, launched with so much fanfare and hope in 1994 with the transition to overall democracy. The labour movement accepted it unanimously, even went to the extent of putting together macroeconomic policy, quite a sensible one, called the Social Equity and Job Creation Program. But by 1996, that program, the RDP, was in the process of being dismantled, and Labour's social equity document was ignored. Instead, although they belittled it, the Communist Party and COSATU, the two affiliates of the ANC alliance, dubbed this the 1996 class project. They bewailed about it, they criticized it. And in so doing, however, they still stayed within the alliance and guaranteed the divisions that would continue in Labour. Now, I'm not really sure why this happened, but I have a theory that this is because they have this belief that it is a priority, crucial, that the organisation, the ANC, must remain united no matter what the cost. It's an argument that change can only come from within, that everything has to be done behind closed doors, kept in the family. It's a cancer, actually, that became embedded in the ANC from the early days in exile. And it meant that it allowed corrupt elements and those who were perceived to have support or factional support within the organisation, it allowed them to go ahead and do as they pleased. And they continued to thrive. Not just survive, but to thrive. And this continues. But the centre now can no longer manage to keep things in check. And that is what is happening now. Now, in such conditions, I think, democratic, truly democratically organised and united trade unions could play a crucial role. They could really encourage real transformation to the benefit of society as a whole rather than the profit of a small minority. So I live in hope, but I'm not holding my breath. However, this will be the focus of my Inside Labour column this week, which you can access on this platform, Fin24 tomorrow, and a version of which will appear in the City Press business section on Sunday. Until then, as always, it's over to you. Comments, criticisms, suggestions, whatever you want to say. I'd like to hear from you at editor@fin24.com. That's editor@fin24.com. And for this week, that's all from me. Cheers.